Hey, what's up guys? So I wanted to do a little bit of a video here today. It's not like my normal videos, but it's more about what I'm doing in this time of isolation and how I'm coping and what precautions I'm taking, and you know, hopefully give you some tips and tricks and maybe you can learn some things from this video. So I'm here in my kitchen to start with because I'm going to give you a little bit of a see what I'm doing in terms of my food supplies and that, and then we'll move around the rest of the flat and see what else I'm doing. I am still going out as such, but when I'm going out, I'm going to places where there isn't anybody. I'm lucky that really close by to me there's a great park, there's the waterfront, and you only see like a dog walker maybe once every so often, which is great. It means I can get outside and get a bit of exercise in, I get that fresh air and make myself feeling good, because we want to keep fit and healthy. That's one of the great ways to help fight off this, what is happening at the moment. So let's go into the fridge. So open it up here. Now, I haven't gone out and rushed out and bought tons of supplies, but I bought enough for at least 3 weeks worth. And basically, if I need to restock, then I'm going to get Alice to go and help with that, or my mum, and they can drop it off. They can get clean. It's easier for them to get hands washed and that than it is to clean my wheelchair and all my wheels and that. So, yeah, getting them to help with these situations, I'm really grateful for that. So, in terms of food, I've got lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. In the drawers down below, I've got mushrooms, bok choy, peppers, carrots, asparagus, all the good stuff. Plenty of fruit. We've got the all-important cider. I am from a place where it makes lots of cider, so with all that, got all the sauces to make stuff taste interesting anyway. And obviously lots of water, because it's important to stay hydrated all the time, and especially now. Okay, so what else have I got? I'm going to be moving the camera around, and the audio quality might not be great because I can't keep moving this stuff around. So down here I've got, in this cupboard, got these great things that pull out. I've got enough rice and that to last me a while. To be fair, I didn't actually go out and buy this, I already had it in supply because I eat a lot of rice, pasta and various things like that, spaghetti and whatnot. So yeah, I had plenty of supplies there already, so that was great. Got a few more just to make sure I was okay and make sure there was still stuff. What I did find that although all the pasta and that was gone in the shops, quinoa was still there, rice was still there in the packets and that, and that's all good. And I've got, down the bottom, I've got some bread mixes. If you are watching me on the live streams, I will be doing some bread making at some point, although we have got some guests coming in. And if you're not watching this, make sure you do. And also at the top here, we've got one part of the fun cupboard, as we call it, and then at the top we've got more, and we've got tons of food up there, but I won't show you what those are because you'll think worse of me, because it's all the fun good stuff. And then down the bottom here, we've got all our tin foods that we've needed in here. Can't quite see on the camera there, so I'll have to move it down. So we've got the pull-out drawers here with all the tins that I need. Again, I already had these before everything started going down, so it's just because I like to cook, and I like to cook a lot, and I like to cook a lot of Italian food, and that means you have to have a lot of tinned tomatoes. So, and we've got enough tea and coffee to make sure that we're well hydrated in the tea and coffee department. Again, I'm English, so tea, very important. Alright, let's move on to the next bit. Okay, so you won't see my face on here too much, but down here I've got my little growing area. So for a while I've wanted to get into growing plants and that. I had my peace lily recently, and a pain in the ass as it is because I have to keep watering it every day because it's so dry in this building. But it means that we can get some good growing on there, and that one up there, that one's fake, so don't worry about that. But these pots down here, I put some seeds in, and in there we've got some vegetables. We've got chilies, we've got beetroot, we've got a bit of basil in there as well, and we've also got some pansies because they were the ones that came free, so we thought, hey, why not grow them too? And also, right next to the camera here, we've got some lovely fresh daffodils that are making it smell absolutely gorgeous in here, so that's good to do. And while we're in here, might as well talk about something that's going to be important, the TV. So this is going to stem a lot of the boredom in here. Got a PlayStation and that, so that's going to help me to turn the camera on me now. That's going to help me get through some of the boredom in here and to catch up on those box sets and those games that I haven't been able to play because I've been so busy over the last couple of months and that. Alright, okay, before we go on, I have got my big comic collection here, and I'm sure this will be getting lots of use over the next coming weeks. Good recommendation, Lock and Key. The Netflix series has come out, and I absolutely love the comic. So if you're not ever got into comics, that's a really good place to start. So I'm just in my hallway here, and I just wanted to say something about what I'm doing while I'm going out and that. So I've got a push button pad here, and normally I just hit that with my hand. And the same when I'm going in the lift. So I'm on the second floor of a building, and there's lifts going up and down, and normally I would just be pressing that. And I am a bit wary of it, the hygiene of it normally, so I'm normally using the back of my hands anyway. But in this time I've been using my elbows and making sure that I'm washing those elbows when I come back in. So it's just a note. Just to hit things with my elbows, fairly pointy bit there. It's good for hitting the buttons in the lift, on the doors, and if I need to like get through things, I can sort of barge my way through. I've also been using it for handshakes as well. Trying to use different ones for handshaking as I am for hitting things. So a lot of my time at the moment will be actually in this room, and this is my study. So I've got my desk here, and this is where, if you watch the live streams or you've watched quite a few other videos, you will know this room because this is where I do my live streams and my videos from. So yeah, I'll be doing lots of work on here to make sure I'm providing good quality content for you guys, to keep you updated on what I'm doing, keep the live streams going, and making sure that we're helping each other get through this lonely period. I was in here was a bit full of stuff as well, but recently we've been selling some stuff off to make sure we've got room, because I want to eventually convert this into some sort of gym, so that means we can get some better quality content videos coming out to you. But yeah, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here, so I'm sure if you come and watch the live streams, which I'm probably going to say live streams a couple more times, but yeah, make sure you come onto those, and yeah, you'll see a lot more of this room, and maybe it evolve over time. Okay, so this box might look like a mess. We're in my bedroom, by the way. This box might look like a bit of a mess, but it's actually well organised. And this is where all my medical supplies and in here I've always got, anyway, I've got about a month's supply to 2 months supply, depending on the stuff I've got there. So I use Pyrostine system. So if you use Pyrostine, you probably recognise these bags. It's the anal irrigation system, and that is so you can go to the toilet using water, which is really great. I normally have about a month's supply of that, and then everything else is about 3 months supply roughly. That's because I like to travel, and when I travel I don't want to have to wait for the medical companies to send out the stuff, so I can go away at a minute's notice and have enough supplies. Also as well, you might be able to see over there underneath my cupboard, there's my intermittent catheters that I use, and yeah, basically I've got enough supplies there for a little while, which is good. I want to make sure that we were stocked up, because it doesn't look likely that the medical supplies are going to go out anytime soon. In terms of, I've been talking to the companies, seeing what they thought, and they said that there's nothing really going to go wrong. So because they're making sure that making sure that people are getting the supplies they need, but no more than what they need. So apologies for the noise in here. There is an extractor fan, so that's what you can hear, but we've got plenty of hand wash, and I've got another one in the cupboard, and every time I come in from the house I elbow the door, I come down this corridor, and I go straight to here and wash my hands. Once I wash my hands, we make sure we're washing the sink as well, make sure that we're getting good hygiene, and make sure I'm well hydrated in my hands, so I've got some moisturiser there. It's all set up at the moment, so I set this up, I've got my Pyrostine, and I'm going to put that back in that box in a second, but I got it out just to show you. I'm making sure I am changing this a little bit more regularly than normal, and making sure that it's nice and clean as well. So, and then also what I'm doing is I'm coming into the shower, and I'm using the shower a lot more to make sure my body is nice and clean, using just regular soap. There's no need to use anything other than that, but yeah, making sure that I'm getting good quality cleaning. That's my shower chair, and that's what I use to go to the toilet as well. Okay, so there you go, that's sort of roughly what I'm doing in this time. If you guys are doing anything different, if you think I should be doing anything different, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm taking this as seriously as possible, but while also trying to live my life the maximum amount as possible. I make sure I'm eating healthy, making sure I'm getting fitness in, and making sure that I'm not becoming lonely and that the boredom isn't setting in. In terms of people that are coming into my house, it's only really Alice and maybe 1 or 2 other people. But when they come in, I'm making sure that before they come, they're aware that I am at risk of getting this, and making sure that things are gonna, they come into an environment, make sure they're clean, and yeah, we're gonna make sure that they're not giving it to me at the same time, and practicing a little bit of social distancing, so no hugging, do the elbow tap, and make sure we're keeping that distance from each other. So yeah, if there's anything else you think I should be doing, please let me know. I'd love to find out what you guys are doing too. So yeah, let me know. There's a comment section down below, so throw things my way and I will try and answer it the best I can. If you watch my other videos, you know that I answer as many questions as I can, and pretty much all the time, that is every single question. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will leave you now to quarantine yourself. However, be sure to check out my channel at 5 PM GMT every day, because I'll be doing a fitness live stream for as long as the fitness video takes, and then we'll be back at 6 PM GMT, so an hour later, and we'll be having a guest on. Depending on what day it is you watch this, we'll be having a guest on to talk about how they're coping in this time, what they're doing, their experiences, and maybe some motivation and hearing some interesting stories from different people in the community. So be sure to check out those. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the live stream. Alright, see you then, guys.